What's going on, Collide fans? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm here with Yuri today, and yeah, let's get started, Yuri. How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Pretty good. Yeah, so let's get started with the topic. So basically, I haven't been on Facebook or on social media or on YouTube or even the game for about like a week or so, and I'm gonna explain to you guys what happened. So basically, last Skill PK, not this one, like a week and a half ago, we went to Skill PK, and within 20.1 minute, our ninja, our friend Quentin, the queen here we have, he got disconnected. And right after he got disconnected, within how long, Yuri? Until I disconnected after him? Was it like an
0-0?
yeah, like a
1 minute.
minute? Yeah, like a minute after him, I got disconnected, and a minute after that, it was Yuri who got disconnected. So it was all three of us who got disconnected, and yeah, so it was kind of weird. And the thing is, we didn't disconnect from the game. We got disconnected from all our net. All our net just got like it just shut off, like shut down. Our Skype call went off. Our the game, everything went off. So it was kind of weird. We didn't know what was going on. So then we just avoided whatever. And then we went to Guild War. The Guild War, all of us got disconnected. Every single one of us got disconnected. Um, all our main players, like I have a small group of close friends, like five, like six people that were always together, like me, Yuri, of course, Jaden, Mahmoud, those people, those close people, to me, all those guys have disconnected, and me, not like, all our ally was fine except for the six of us. So then it was kind of weird. We kept disconnecting Guild War. Like we kept like, remember you were how bad it was. We go inside, we get disconnected. We come back, we get disconnected. We come back with like our net shut off, and I couldn't even get back for like half an hour. My net wouldn't restart again, and whatever. So it was kind of weird, and it wasn't just happening to me. It was happening to all of us, all five of us. And then we were kind of suspicious. So we knew that the enemy had something to do with it, but we didn't know what they were doing and how they were doing it. So then we came and called, and we were like trying to figure out what happened, what they were doing to us. So then we tried to say why the five of us, why are only the five of us disconnecting? Why not all our ally? Why not the other king we have, our ally king? Why not all the other pro players? Is it just the five of us, the five close friends? And then we came to and then we realized that all five of us are friends with the enemy on Skype. The main enemy, we're friends with them on Skype. Like we talk sometimes and stuff like that. So that's what we came up with on Skype. So then we thought like, okay, so on Skype, so what can happen now? And I just want to show you guys something small. Um, Here's a program called Resolver, right? So Skype Resolver, and basically on Skype Resolver, anyone on your friend list, you can get their IP address from Skype. So you go to Skype Resolver, and then you put their username. So let's say my username for my Skype is, let's say, Collide Conquer, right? Collide Conquer. And then I just say I'm not a robot, and then resolve, and then it will show you my IP address. It will show you Collide me, my IP address. And then once you have that IP address, then you can do a lot of things with it. So then we came to the realization that they might be using DDoS, okay? And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to read this off to you. This is the definition of what DDoS attack is, okay? So DDoS stands for denial of service. Distributed denial of service. DDoS attack is attempt to make a machine or network resource unavailable to intended users. DOS attack generally consists of efforts to temporarily or indefinitely interrupt or suspend service of a host connected to the internet. So in short, it basically means that you attack somebody through using their IP address and basically disconnect that person's internet temporarily. They can't shut your internet for like an hour or something. They can do it for a short period of time. So they can like you get disconnected and that's it. And then like you're gonna get back on your internet. They can only disconnect you for a while. So basically, yeah. So once they have your IP address, then they can come and use their DOS, and you guys can. It's really like, it's not that it's not like you're hackers or they're smart or something like that. They're just like a DOS. Anyway, I can do it. I can go download it. I can disconnect anyone I want who have an IP address. It's not nothing complicated. You know what I mean? All you need is a good computer, because you're gonna have to run a lot of something like called robots. It's kind of complicated, like robot machines or whatever on your machine. So you need a really good computer, and you just need to get the program, and you can disconnect whoever you want. So it's not like something, they're not like genius hackers or like smart or anything like that. You guys can read a lot about that. Just DDoS attack, and just YouTube it, watch videos and stuff like that. So yeah, so basically what were we disconnected in? We got disconnected in Skill PK. We got disconnected in Guild War, and every time we log back on, they disconnect us again. We log back on, they disconnect us again in Guild War. We got disconnected in Clan War. We got disconnected in even Champion Arena. Believe it, Yuri. Today in Champion Arena, I was playing one of the enemy, one of the guys we had on Skype, and he actually disconnected me. Yeah. Anyways, So even my seller, Yuri, even my seller, like I have my sellers in market like selling shit, they disconnect me. They disconnect my seller. I have to bring my seller again. They disconnect me. So I won't even get on my seller. I won't even get on the game and stuff. And even like around 5 people log in my account. iPhone and Mahmoud, Yuri, Ahmed, who else? Islam. Like a bunch of people have my account. Like a bunch of people log. So I basically unlocked for tournaments. So one day I wasn't even on the game. I was on Skype and I was watching a movie, right? So then yeah, so then I was watching a movie all of a sudden, then my internet disconnects. So I said, what the hell? Why is my internet disconnecting? So then I go on Skype and I talked to Mahmoud. I told him, Mahmoud, is that you on iPhone? He told me, yeah, it's me. I told him, what are you doing right now? He told me I'm fighting the enemy. I told him which enemy is it? He told me the enemy, their name. I told him, oh my god, are you kidding me? They thought that I was on iPhone and they disconnected him, but he never got disconnected. It was me who got disconnected because they have my IP address, so they could disconnect me. So even when I'm not on the game, I'm watching a movie, right? I'm eating, I'm watching a movie. They disconnect me. Are you kidding me? Yuri? I'm watching a movie and eating, Yuri, and they disconnect me as well. So it's kind of messed up. Um, but yeah, that's why I haven't been on. Like I didn't bother to go to capture a flag because they're gonna just keep disconnecting me and whatever. So I've been talking this whole video, Yuri. Help me out, man. I want to explain to them, Yuri, what you can do. If someone the US attacks you, Yuri, what can you do? How can you stop it? What are the steps to take?
You can just change your IP, but your
IP
IP address,
address?
but that's not enough. They can figure it out.
How can they
But
figure out?
you have to block your pinging, your modem pinging,
True, true, yeah.
so they can't lag you.
True. Once you figure out that you were DOS attacked or whatever, what you can do is you can the first step to do is first of all figure out who's doing that to you and delete them off your Skype. Because let's say you change your IP address so this stops happening to you. If they're still on your Skype, then they're gonna get your new IP address just the same way I just showed you. Let's say they got your IP address and they keep doing this to you. They keep disconnecting your internet. Let's say you change your IP address and then they're gonna do that again. They're gonna do this again. Collide Conquer. They're gonna get your new IP address. They're gonna put that in there and they're gonna disconnect you again. So the first step to do is to go on your Skype, figure out who's doing that to you, and delete them, remove them, and but sometimes that's not enough because even if the person is not on your Skype and they have your ID name, sometimes they can get your IP address. It's not 100% accurate. If they're not on your friend list and they have your ID, they can get your IP address, but sometimes it's not accurate. It can be a little bit wrong by a number or two numbers. But to get 100% your IP, they have to be on your friend list. So just to be safe, make a new Skype. That's what I did. I just made a new Skype, and I'm in the process of changing my IP address. Here and all my friends, they live in Egypt, and in Egypt the internet there was really easy, and all they had to do was they had to change they close their router for like an hour or whatever, and then they turn it back on, and then when it turns back on, the IP address changed, and that's it. Here in Canada, it's really complicated. In like depends on what company you have in Canada or US or whatever. It's kind of complicated. In Canada and USA, some internet providers, excuse me, some internet providers, what they have is excuse me, some internet providers in Canada and USA and some other countries, EU countries, the internet providers, they don't have, the internet provider can't change your IP address even if you restart your router. They don't have access to that, so your IP address changes by itself every few weeks. So I talked to my internet provider and I told them, can you please change my IP address? They told me we can't. I told them, can I reset my router and do this? They told me you can try, but it may work, it may not. And I actually left my router off while I was sleeping for like 8 hours, and it still didn't do anything. My IP address was still the same, and I also have what do you call it? I have a VPN that basically changes your IP address. So I have my IP address right now changed to in Toronto. So this is my IP address right now. Using this program, it changes my IP address, but that's not gonna do anything. Why? Because the enemy they have my actual IP address and network, right? So even if I change my IP address, they're gonna disconnect my internet connection, like the internet company where I have the service from. When that cuts, this one's gonna cut. So it doesn't matter what IP address you change. You have to change the IP address of your internet provider IP address. You can't use a program you can't use like any VPN company to change it's not gonna work. So you gotta actually change it. So basically, the internet company told me they can't change or whatever. They told me that you can the thing changes every 2 weeks by itself. So actually tomorrow is when my what do you call it? Tomorrow is when my IP address is gonna restart by itself. So then I can actually finally get online, finally do stuff. So yeah, so that's the reason why I haven't been on the game or even on YouTube or on Facebook or answering your questions or talking to you guys. But hopefully tomorrow I'm surprised that they haven't disconnected me yet, and I'm able to do this video. So that's kind of awesome. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get this started. And yeah, so I made this video just informational video for you guys to avoid this, so this doesn't happen. So what happened to me and happened to you, it doesn't happen to you guys. Just careful. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Like always, have an awesome day.
See you later, guys.